The world and how it works can be very difficult to understand. What makes it even worse is that we all have a collection of shoulds in our brain. We look out into the world and we see that it is less than ideal. We wish it were different. But saying that makes us feel helpless. I wish the world were different, but it's not, so I guess I'm stuck. Enter the should. It feels much better to our ego to say the world should be different. And if we're right, then the world is wrong. We're still stuck, but it feels better from an ego standpoint. But what happens when you release the should idea and understand how the world really works? It's really not that complicated, despite how chaotic it can seem. We are all, after all, hunter-gatherers living in a modern world. And believe it or not, there is only one key to be able to understand everything. We're told that hunter-gatherers were egalitarian, that everybody just kind of lived for the good of the community. This is a nice idea, but it's not true. When Richard Dawkins published his book, The Selfish Gene, way back in the day, it shook the scientific world to its core. He demonstrated through very careful language and scientific evidence that each individual animal, regardless of the species, is only in it for themselves. The selfish gene. There is no such thing as a live for the common good gene. So why is this such a prevalent idea? Because if you are in charge and you can convince everybody to live for the common good, which does sound like a nice idea, you can get to decide what that common good is. So how do you live in a world with a bunch of selfish, gene-driven people running around? It's actually very simple. Back in the day, dudes competed based on productivity. Who could produce the most stuff to help out the tribe? The winners got admiration, respect, and tons of sexual opportunities. This was based on selfish genes, but selfish genes that were overlappingly selfish. I help myself by helping you. You help yourself by helping me. This is the basic premise behind economics and ideal relationships, ideal collections of friends. Back in the day, the currency was status. Today, the currency is, well, currency. If you understand the very basics of finance, of voluntary trade, you'll understand everything. And you'll always be the most popular guy or gal in the room. To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/financial-brilliance.